a story of my father's evacuation. During the Second World War, the Nazis were basically bombing London. And what it was decided was that children would actually be moved outside of London, and my father was evacuated to Derby, where they had a relative up there. The story is this: they were basically put on they went to the platform, the train station in London. They had their name tags put on them, and their mum said goodbye to them. They'd never been out of London before. They were put on trains with lots of other kids, and they were sent to Derby. At Derby, they came off. There was my father and his brother Alan. And they were standing there, and what would happen is that gradually people would come and pick, and they'd seen the name tags and they'd take the people away. Well, what happened was that gradually all the people disappeared, and there was just my dad and Alan left there. And Alan started to cry. You can imagine, they were the last people. And they said, what are we going to do? Because the auntie that's supposed to be coming to pick us up basically hasn't picked us up. And then all of a sudden, there was a big crash as someone came through the door of the railway station. And the auntie in tears going, my babies, my babies, my babies. There's 2 train stations at Derby, and she'd been to the wrong one. And she'd run across town to come and pick them up. But you can imagine my father, who was just in his teens, and his brother Alan, who was like 9 or 10, must have been really, really upset. I'm thinking, what's happening? We're in this strange place. No one's coming to pick us up. What are we going to do? And you can imagine the upset from his auntie. Anyway, all was well. They picked them up, and my father lived in Derby for a couple of years. They took the mick out of his strange southern accent. But anyway, that's the story of my father and part of the story of my father and his evacuation.